We have heard many times that amongst the purposes of life is that we are tested. We have heard the ayah, الَّذِي خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ وَالْحَيَاةَ لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. The one, Allah, being the one who created death and life in order that He tests which of us are best in quality of deeds and actions. And a question comes to mind as we live life. Amongst the tests of life, which of the tests are most difficult? Which are the most severe of tests? And I think the answer will depend on the person answering the question. But the more I engage with the community, especially recently, the more I discuss with brothers and sisters about the challenges in their life, young and old, I'm starting to believe that the most difficult test for Bani Adam, especially in this time, is maintaining resilience after being shaken. Maintaining resilience after going through a difficulty or a challenging situation. And that can come in many different forms. Perhaps one of the most common ones is the unanswered dua. The resilience required in maintaining hope after you have asked and asked and asked and it hasn't come, but rather sometimes the opposite comes. Sometimes this resilience becomes a challenge for people who have made mistakes, or they've sinned, or they have a bad history. And to be able to bounce back and to move forward and to get out of that hole sometimes becomes a challenge for people. Or the challenge of seeing a situation where you're putting so much input, so much effort, and then not seeing the change, the output that you want to see. The resilience in general becomes a very difficult test for us. But today I'd like to pick some lessons from the story of Musa alayhi salam. Many lessons that help us with resilience in different types of scenarios. The first lesson is from the beginning of the story of Musa alayhi salam, when his mother is directed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cast him into the river. The pain she suffered from this situation, Allah describes it. وَأَصْبَحَ فُؤَادُ أُمِّ مُوسَى فَارِغًا. That the heart of the mother of Musa alayhi salam became like so aching, so much anxiety and pain because of the emptiness, farigha, because of the emptiness of Musa alayhi salam. It was such a depressing situation for her, as Allah describes it. And she almost gives up. She almost loses the resilience test. إِن كَادَتْ لَتُبْدِي بِهِ لَوْلَا. That she almost revealed the identity of Musa alayhi salam when he was picked up by Ali Fir'aun. She almost just gave up on Allah's direction, Allah's plan. لَوْلَا أَرَّبَطْنَا عَلَى قَلْبِهَا لِتَكُونَ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. But something saved her. Allah said it was our strengthening of her heart that helped her to hold on and to be amongst those who maintain their faith. And the first lesson that we find here, my brothers and sisters, is that the resilience, the source of it, is going to be the heart that Allah strengthens. And therefore we turn to Allah on this journey. We turn to Allah and ask Allah, Ya Allah, strengthen my heart. And we take the comfort from knowing that we're holding on to Allah. Do not let the material world be the source of your internal strength. What do I mean by this? I mean, you have a difficult situation. And because you've come up with this beautiful solution in your mind, that this is how I'm going to get out, it'll be okay. Because of that in your mind, that solution you have, you're maintaining internal strength. You're sourcing your internal strength on that ability. What happens when that solution, that plan starts to fail? Always, no matter what, we take our asbab and we take the means of the world to come to solutions. But remember, at the end of the day, we are holding on to Allah and the strength that He provides within our hearts. So first and foremost, we turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.